Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to FYI Newsbyte. Here's what we found for your information this lunchtime. A desperate situation. Fears are growing for the safety of a French and British journalist in Syria who made a plea to leave the country on a video posted on YouTube. Edith Bouvier and British photographer Paul Conroy were injured in an attack which killed their colleagues Mary Colvin and Remy Oshlik. Syrian activists say the humanitarian catastrophe in Homs is growing more desperate as shelling intensifies. So the UN are bringing back the boss to try and deal with the situation. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan has been drafted in to help end the bloodshed in the country. A day of prayer and protest in Afghanistan. It's expected that Afghans angry over the burning of Qurans and other religious texts at a US Army base earlier this week will up their protests today. There have already been 3 days of angry demonstrations across several cities. Hundreds of protesters tried to storm an American military base in eastern Afghanistan yesterday, while 7 protesters were killed in clashes on Wednesday. US President Barack Obama has apologized for the mistake, and Afghan President Hamid Karzai has appealed for calm, but to no avail. Honeymoon horror. An American accused of drowning his newlywed wife during their honeymoon in Australia has been acquitted. A judge in Alabama didn't even wait for the trial of Gabe Watson to end before he ruled that prosecutors failed to prove that he intentionally killed his wife during a diving trip in order to collect on a life insurance policy. Watson had faced life in prison without parole if convicted of murdering his wife, Tina Thomas Watson, in 2003. Crash landing. Officials in Brazil are trying to figure out why a rescue helicopter disintegrated shortly after landing in the northern state of Para. Amateur footage taken by the fire department shows how the aircraft came apart while vigorously vibrating. It's believed the helicopter experienced what is known as ground resonance, a condition that happens when the aircraft's rotor is working while the helicopter is on the ground. The 4 people that were on board at the time were injured. And a 30-year mystery rumbles on. A coroner in Australia has opened the 4th inquest into the 1980 death of a 9-week-old baby whose parents say she was taken by a dingo from her tent in the Aussie outback. The case is the most notorious and bitterly controversial legal drama in the nation's history. Azaria Chamberlain's mother, Lindy, was convicted and later cleared of murdering her. She and her ex-husband, Michael Chamberlain, are hoping fresh evidence they've gathered about dingo attacks on children will convince the coroner and end the suspicions that have hung over them for 32 years. FYI is interactive. From your opinions to news you think we should be covering, we want to hear it all. FYI is available to you 24/7 online for all the information you need to know. Simply log on to tv3.ie/3e/FYI. Here you'll find the latest stories, video catch-ups, comments and the FYI blog. We're also available to you on Twitter and Facebook. Just log on to the website and hit the social networking shortcuts. Time now for a look at the funniest clips on the web. Here's our top 5. At number 5, a grape in the face turns out to be one grape catch. At number 4, when toboggans go bad. Thankfully the guys are okay, the toboggan's not. At number 3, being on crutches doesn't stop this guy from busting a move. Number 2, don't turn your back on me. Someone's determined to get this man's attention. And number 1 today, sometimes on live TV, sitting still is the hardest part.
Well, they're ready to rock! Hey, man! Woo! Give me a shoot! Oh! I'm James Bates. Well, they're ready to rock!
Tune into FYI later for the newest downloads. We'll have more on the top stories, plus catch up on today's tech news with Cassie, and Paul will be here with all the sport. We'll see you back here at 6, right here on 3E.